And we're back, part 15.
Nuking away at the flood with bullets and and plasma.
Are we firing our lasers?
Not till Halo 3.
Halo 3. Sentinel. No, Halo 2, we got Sentinel Beam.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
It's because you really only got it in... That's one thing I didn't like about Halo 2. You actually didn't get the... You only fought Sentinels in 2 stages. Sacred Icon and Quarantine Zone.
Yeah. Oh,
Granted,
zone.
they're not really that fleshed out of an enemy.
No. They just they're just flying turrets.
Oh
yeah.
I thought I was gonna burp. You go.
Back to talking about Metroid from the other video. Yeah, it'd be sweet if they got a game going on. And I'd like to see a story about like how the Galactic Federation works in the Metroid games.
Yeah. The problem is you take a real artistical genius because story kind of does like in-depth epic style of storytelling.
Yeah.
It kind of clashes with the yes, there was an edit there. Kind of clashes with the boom. Kind of clashes with the style of Metroid gameplay, where you tend to be by yourself in order to get you that alien world, and it's you versus them.
Well, I mean, like, it'd be sweet if there was a game that instead of playing Samus, you'd play a trooper and just do trooper things.
But you see, it's hard. It's so hard to establish any other kind of thing because of just the style.
But then again,
I mean, look at it this way: Prime, Super Metroid, and Metroid Prime are the 2 best selling of the Metroid games, and they both have the similar things in common. You, an alien planet, and the space pirates at the end.
Now go find stuff.
Now figure out. Obviously, Super Metroid didn't actually have. It had the this is the reason why you're here.
Yeah.
And I just barely survived that. 'Cause he missed. And that. Yeah, Super Metroid had the old-fashioned. We need a reason for why you're doing this in the first place. Here it is. They stole the last Metroid hatchling. So go get it back.
There, that's all the story you'll need.
That was the reason.
Well, then again,
Metroid Prime fleshed out kind of the mentality and the structure of how space pirates work.
Yeah. How they're just
Granted, the one problem that game did is that
one shot.
Yeah, they don't move. You can walk right past them, actually.
Oh no.
The only problem that game had is that it conflicts a lot with some of the manga series where they imply that the space pirates are like a bunch of hive-minded creatures. So Mother Brain leads them, kind of a la Flood style in a sense, some ways. You know, she thinks for them.
Space pirates just do.
It's kind of conflicting, but I think that's a disconnect between
the actual game,
the Japanese, and their like for using manga to tell things that originally had no story, and then even Japanese companies have this problem even when they make the later sequels, and then they flesh out the stories inside the game themselves, and they don't match.
Yeah, that's why I like to go mainly by the games and everything. Like, I think Metroid.
The funny thing is with Metroid, because it didn't have a whole ton of manga that covered a lot of it. Most people know the backstory for Samus, even though they've never read it. It just got filtered down.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people actually do know it, but I'd never read it, and I knew that backstory a long time ago.
Oh yeah, same here.
This room only has human flood combat, and they always have no weapons.
Huh.
Ow. Keep not killing them, apparently, and they keep coming back. He's whacking me upside the head, and that's what he gets. And there's one of them. I'm looking for him because I can't remember how. Not him. I keep missing badly too. Are you dead?
Double tap.
And there he is. Yeah, this guy. He gets stuck up there.
Hey buddy, how's it going?
He does jump down when I move up, but if I just stared at him from down there, he wouldn't have ever calmed down. I don't know. He gets stuck. He's always there.
He is?
Yep, he's always there. He's always stuck. You can give him a name if you want.
Gerald.
Sounds good. Alright, LJ. This is it. This is tank v shotgun. Eventually. In this
Eventually.
life. After all, there's a tank down there. I'll go ahead and answer the viewer question now. The cut you may have noticed, none of those deaths are from the Wraith tank. You'll have to trust me on that, but none of those deaths are from the Wraith tank. In fact, they're from the Ghost and the Banshee. It's me trying to get out the door.
Those spawn camping noobs.
Well, yeah, it's because it keeps fuel rodding me. And he crashed into the tree.
Jeez.
I mean, all I have is a shotgun and a plasma rifle, so I don't have a pistol.
Oh, you know what I just remembered about Halo 4?
Tell me.
Yeah, the fact that there was the only air vehicle there was, well, for multiplayer, was the Banshee.
Yeah, I know. Everybody complained about that.
Yeah, I missed the Falcon. I mastered the thing in Reach. I was, like, pretty much the best pilot ever. And then they just took it away. Nope. You got this good? Now, no. It was very strategical how to use the Falcon.
I like the Falcon. It was a lot more balanced. People probably like the Hornet, but it was, to be honest, a lot more balanced than the Hornet.
It was.
Just because the fact that it had passenger seats. Granted, they weren't passenger seats anymore, so you couldn't flag hop on them.
It would have been cool if you
which was actually a problem with the Hornet. I don't know if they designed it with that thinking it was a cool thing, but that was actually a problem.
What, the Marines? The only thing that's
no, that you could flag hop onto the passenger seat of the Hornet.
Oh.
You could never catch it.
Oh yeah, but the Falcon, yeah, it was
like in Avalanche, if you didn't have a Falcon for a capture the flag game, it was really, really hard to get that flag out of there.
Oh, speaking of Falcon and flags and stuff, if you throw up that video again, Aaron, you gotta show the viewers our tactics and how we got the bomb one time.
The bomb.
I mean, not the bomb, the porn. Elites, steal the porn.
I don't think I actually have that video in there.
I know we did it once. I know for sure that you got the video.
Probably didn't record it. Here it is.
Shotgun beats elites. Shotgun beats grunts. Oh, shotgun beats tank. Shotgun beats everything.
If only Sarge was here, right?
Sarge, he'd
approve.
He would approve.
This is a Sarge approved video now, I guess.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna take the initiative and say that Sarge would approve it.
He'd give us a sticker saying, "You just got Sarge sticker."
Isn't that a repetitive name for a sticker?
Yep.
Now this is a neat little thing. If you're playing co-op, you can choose to go it with a Warthog. I mean, I guess you could do it solo. I was gonna take an assault rifle, but there was no extra ammo. I'm like, well, that's pointless. Yeah.
Damn.
So if you're going co-op, that's kind of nifty. Like, oh, we can use a Warthog if we want. We would actually always go we'd always take 2 ghosts. So even though I played co-op so much with my friend, bye Grunt. We ever actually did use the Warthog because in 2 ghosts,
way more.
Besides, you getting the Banshees just up ahead, so.
Yeah.
But it's kind of nifty.
Remember how quiet the ghost was?
Yeah. It also slid around, and it was actually pretty much impossible to ram enemies Covenant with it because it rode so high.
So it wasn't so newbie.
I mean, you could hit Spartans with it, but you just couldn't hit elites and grunts or jackals. The Covenant had a pretty easy time running you over with the thing, though.
Yeah. It was specifically designed to kill Spartans.
This is like one of the only good dogfights in the entire series.
It was.
Granted, the way they have the Banshee, just the mechanic, just the way the AI is, it's really hard to get a good dogfight in like an actual like air fighter combat game.
You know, I wish that
But it was pretty good for a Halo dogfight.
I hope 343, their new Halo game, I hope it undoes what Halo 4 did. I really do.
In what regard?
A lot of features that were taken out, changed. Like, remember Forge? They got rid of the nudge.
You know,
and the little...
I know we've been riling on 343 and Halo 4 a lot this series, but I tend to give people benefit of the doubt, and I think I'd say that the reason they either lacked a good understanding of what features they thought people really wanted, or they just lacked the experience to implement them, and they at least saw that and didn't put in something that was broken.
Oh yeah,
well,
don't get me wrong.
They didn't have many things that were broken, like physically, technologically speaking. We just didn't approve a lot of their decisions.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I don't hate 343. Oh, there it is.
Yep.
Thanks, Aaron. You got it.
And he's looking back at the camera.
So, viewers, I'm Davey. I'm Davis, the elite. Oh, and like I was saying, 343, they're talented, but like you said, they don't have any experience yet.
More rocket flood.
Oh, the rocket flood.
Yeah, I only died once actually on this part because
rocket flood.
I threw a grenade at the whole cluster. Thought I killed him because I didn't see any more rockets go flying from my face. And then like and then that elite right there, that would have been the rocket one in the first instance.
The suicidal
I just look right down and he blows us both up. Jesse, I come over here to make sure. Anybody? Nope. Okay. Ah! Oh, good. It's not him.
Oh, good thing he doesn't know how to properly use the Halo 1 pistol.
Yeah, when we played Legendary co-op on this game, I would always have one of us camp back right in front of the load point in these tunnels.
Just to clear out the flood?
No, to run away as quickly as possible. Because the shield drain neutralizes both players' shields, even if the other guy's nowhere nearby.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Hi, I'm Chief, and this is my friend, other Chief.
So I take a slight detour here just to prove the fact that hunters in this game are absolutely pathetic. If that wasn't already apparent. Shotgun is a usable tactic in later Halo games to kill them, but to nowhere the near amount of success. Okay, one, which was mostly a miss, I might add.
Look at that, his friend's killing him faster than the shotgun.
No, I just keep not getting a direct hit.
Look at that, they're killing each other. He just bashed his buddy with the shield, and he just got shot at twice by his buddy.
Yeah, so it only takes 2 shotgun shots to kill him. It would take way more than that in other ones. Just to reinforce that the hunters aren't very good.
And, yeah, the Halo with 1 pistol, 1 shot.
Yeah.
The UNSC, okay. Now that the Halo's destroyed, let's lower our defenses and, dumb down all our weaponry.
Shotgun v Tank 2.0. See, he's running away. He's scared.
Oh no, shotgun! Do I ram him? No, that's in play.
No, we don't have boost yet. Well, I guess technically they would. AK, it's Reach version. I guess they at least just don't feel like using it.
Yeah, just walk into you. I mean, drive into you.
Yeah, they only have to tap me. But man. Oh, I hate this tunnel. You'll see me flying back and forth like a madman. Yeah, this is a rocket tunnel.
Oh, great.
1 rocket. 2 rockets. 3 rockets. I think that... 4 rockets.
Oh, you should make a counter, counting all the rockets. The rocket counter.
I've never actually cleared that encounter on foot. I always fly by. Till I get through.
Oh, what a coincidence. It only opens...
enough for...
big enough.
Usually there's flood right there, but they were all down there. Yeah. Ugh, Rocket Flood.
Everyone hates.
Oh, no, wait, there was
was
one. Yeah, I see him.
They were just.
They were just right. I killed them so effectively, I didn't even notice. I didn't notice that
Yeah.
while I was playing.
Yeah, you chuck the grenade. They walk up to it. It blows them like. I bet you the guy's still falling. I mean, still flying up. Second elite Flood. You pathetic Flood. He had enough time to reload.
This is kind of an interesting encounter. If you were to foolishly activate... Yeah, can't never be too careful. Foolishly activate the second group. Because there's... Well, maybe it's only on higher, I don't remember. There's usually a Rocket Flood down here, along with a lot of plasma and assault rifle. And then infection and melee flood. Oh, there he is.
He
Success.
just jihaded his own friend. And look at him. What's he doing? What the hell was that Flood doing? He was just like, look at me, I'm important. Flailing his gun around.
He was an elite. He didn't know how to use it.
Look at me, I'm attention. Well, you got our attention now, Marty. I'm naming him Marty.
Oh. We're about to finish this episode. We just have to walk out of the tunnel.
This one opens up normal.
Yeah, if you get the Banshee at the very end, you can fly all the way back and down to the bottom of the chasm if you want to.
Chief. Yay! Why
I've done
did
it
I
before.
do that?
There's no point, but I've done it before.
There should be an Easter egg or something there. Like some more dancing developers or...
Speaking of taking vehicles, I remember one time playing Assault in the Control Room. We attempted to take a Ghost all the way through the entire level.
Wow.
So the first time we got a Ghost, we took it all the way till we got to an elevator, and when we tried to take it up the elevator, it fell right through it.
That's weird.
So, and you know how hard it was to get it through those doors?
I'm going to guess really hard.
Really hard. At least you can't blow up Covenant vehicles if there's nobody in them.
Yeah.
All right, let's finish Two Betrayals next time.
Let's.